You have a question about car seat safety in your 1-year-old little daughter, and you put her in a rear-facing seat. That's good, a convertible seat. It does stand up a little more upright than the infant seats, and a lot of parents worry about their child's head slumping forward or about their legs being squished in these rear-facing seats. Now, you also wonder if it's a law, and it's not a law. But a lot of studies have been done to show that a baby is safest when they're put in a rear-facing position until 2 years of age, or until they've met the maximum weight and height requirements that are recommended by the manufacturer of the car seat. It all comes down to this. A toddler's head is really heavy, and their neck and spine aren't fully developed, and so in car crash accidents and in lab tests, they've shown that a lot more kids have spinal cord injuries, brain injuries related to facing forward after a year. And the risk of that is significantly reduced if you put them rear facing, because it distributes the absorption of the movement across their entire body and helps to protect their neck and spine a little bit better. Now, as for your questions about your baby's head slumping forward, her leg position, and her temperature control, when you're driving in the car and she falls asleep, it's okay if her head falls forward a little bit. Just do what you can when you're at stoplights. As long as her breathing is easy, then it's okay, especially if it's just a short trip to the store or something. If you are going for a long car ride, it'd probably be beneficial for a lot of different reasons to have someone sit in the back with her to entertain her, meet her needs, and make sure that she's safe. Now, when it comes to her legs being squished, a lot of parents notice that the babies or toddlers seem to have to pull their legs up when they're rear facing, and that's normal too. And actually, studies have shown that there are less leg injuries when babies or toddlers are rear facing than when they're forward facing. And they're really flexible, so they're actually comfortable sitting in that position for long periods of time. So that's not something to worry about. As for temperature control, they don't have the air conditioning blowing on them directly, so there are a few things you can do to keep your child cool. Number one is to dress her appropriately for the weather. So if it's hot outside, make sure you just have light layers on her, cotton clothing, make sure that it's breathable. And if you can, park your car in a garage or use those shields that go in your windshield to help kind of keep the car a little bit cooler, so when you get in, it's not so hot to begin with. It might also be beneficial if it's really hot to run your air conditioning for a few minutes before you put her in, so she's not getting into a super hot car and trying to cool herself down, but gets in when it's at a more comfortable point to begin with. Also, make sure that she's staying well hydrated, especially if you're going to be out in the car for a long time. A lot of new cars have tints in the window so that the sun doesn't directly beat down on children or people in the back seat, but there are also shields that you can purchase that help to keep kids a little bit shaded while they're back there, especially if you're going on long car rides. That might be something to look into if you need to for your circumstances. A lot of parents think that it might be inconvenient to put their toddlers rear facing, but there are so many reasons for it to be a good idea. And it's not state law yet, it's not federal law either, but oftentimes law lags behind the safety recommendations that are given by people who are car seat safety advocates. Good luck with everything, and if you have more questions for me in the future, please feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Intermountain Moms, and recommend us to your friends and family too.